Welcome to our live session, and we will beginning with GameStop. GameStop is up nearly 5%, but I'm also aware that the Russell is, well, it was down earlier on. As a matter of fact, it was down to almost 2,331, but now up 2,343. That's the Russell index, Russell 1000 futures. If you just join us, thank you very much. We're seeing the broader market, it seems to be selling off. I think the Nasdaq is gaining, whereas the Russell index is has lost some value. So some very micro rotation going on there. The Dow is not changing that much. Okay, so as you can see, the GameStop. Okay, let's check the pre-market box so that we can see what's going on. Yes, you can see what's going on with GameStop. It's currently trading above all of its short-term trend lines. The signals are positive. Momentum is very bullish at the moment. So GameStop currently up 5.569%. So let's see if we can find any news concerning GameStop at the moment. No fresh news as such, so it's pretty much the activity input of regular market participants that's driving the stock. I mean, as we all know very well, so it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be news to have a GameStop moving up or moving around. So we also have AMC. AMC is just trading, moved sideways for close to the best part of 40 minutes now. It's been moving sideways, consolidating, currently up 8.87%. KOSS is another stock that's on the move, up 9.94%, also moving sideways, but has moved sideways for nearly the entire pre-market session, but slightly trading above all of its trend lines, all of them. Nokia up 2.13%, also moving sideways as well. There was just an extension here, but since that time has been moving sideways. Indeed, there are retracements and extensions, but they're all very, very minor. But we can see that momentum is also very flat on Nokia as well at the moment. BlackBerry up 1.44%. So let's see if we can get more people involved in this. So bear with me while I share this link. Yeah, just give me a minute or two. Let me get this link shared. hold on. This is not coming up very well. Just bear with me, okay? LKCO, will just give me a minute. Let me share some of these links, okay? Just give me a minute. Now we'll look at LKCO, okay? Okay, let's have a look at LKCO. Okay, LKCO. Okay, luokung technology is up 29.25%. We can see based on this 1 minute chart, it is trading in between its short term and intermediate trend lines, but also trading above its long-term trend line. So this is the long-term trend line, the 200-day in this case. Then this and this are the short-term trend lines. This is the 10-day, this is the 20-day, and then this is the 50-day. So it extended just as the pre-market session began and has just been moving sideways. But we had this brief retraced from 1.40 down to 1.30. Would that be close to a 10% retracement? Is that let's see whether that is the case. No, not close to 10% retracement, but currently it is a bit quiet now. It's not much is going on. Momentum is also quite strong at the moment as well. So let's see whether we can find any news concerning LKCO. Obviously, it's of great interest to a lot of market participants. It's a penny stock. Who wouldn't want to get involved with the penny stock? Indeed, for some, it's not very good news, not the best thing they want to do. But for many market participants, it's good. Okay, we can also see that based on what happened. Okay, let's update this. Let's update this to 15th. We're looking at the daily chart right now. Indeed, we can always look at this daily chart on this screen, but the good thing about this is that it gives us dates and it gives us things like that, but on the other one it doesn't. So we have, yes, as at the 15th. Okay, this is the 12th. It hasn't updated. Let's see. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, it's correct. So as at the 12th of March, which was last Friday, this stock was, even though it was extending, but it was still in the, it was extending from the 11th of March. Okay, as at the 8th of March, it was extending. It ran up how many days? That would be the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Probably 4 days of, I mean, on the average, because if some days where it retraced, but all in all, in 4 days it ran up these gains. From that 8th of March, it rose from 0.76 to this 1.06 it was. But so from that 8th of March, as a matter from the 5th of March, it suddenly came into a very good buy the dip opportunity in the intermediate time. So a lot of market participants actually waited until it got down to that 0.76 at the close of the 8th of March, and they jumped in. So this was a very good case of buy deep. For probably the fundamentals were all right, and they did, and it extended. But even after 4 days, it was still in that territory. So today, now we are looking at, what are we looking at right now? What's the price right now? We're looking at a price of 1.37. So 1.37 brings it out of that region. 1.37 is around here, 1.37. So in the short term, it's still okay, but not as good as it was. I mean, but in the long term, that was a very, very, very perfect opportunity when it was trading below its short term and intermediate trend line. So, but right now, it's based on what's going on in the pre-market session. It's now trading in between the short term and in between each short term trend lines now, and also now above its intermediate trend line and the long term trend line. So yes, it's gradually inching up and moving up. So its momentum is still there. It's still, the signals are there. The signals are good. Certain other market participants who are not very keen on looking at buying the dip, some don't. If it's dipping, no, they're not there. Some, they want to see it improving as it is now. Currently, it is in between the short-term trend line. So, but some of these participants, what they will come and start doing is just scalping, day trading, picking up 10 cents gains and all that stuff, and it can ruin the whole dynamics of it all. But right now, it's in a good space for a lot of other people, but also for other people, they would have preferred that they saw the stock as at the 8th of March. That was the time, was absolutely perfect. It was retracing. It was a good time to jump in, and I believe the fundamentals for this stock is right as well. We've not done any due diligence on it. So, but the picture is not completely bad. It's extending. It hasn't. It's still way below. It's this high of $3 that it achieved on the 16th of February. So yes, if you want to use that as a reference point, okay, and not base everything on the technicals, then you can just simply say yes, it's extending. Let's see how it goes. So I've got one like there. Thank you very much. So moving on, let's look at other ones. We've looked at LKCO. Let's look at NGA, Northern Genesis Line Electric. Northern Genesis Line Electric is up 14.92%. Not a penny stock. It has also been moving pretty much sideways at the moment. Since it extended at the beginning of the pre-market session, it has traded between roughly $19 and $21. So it's been moving sideways. Momentum is not very good at the moment. Not very strong, but this is what's going on now. Northern Genesis up 15.32%. Let's see if there's any news concerning it. Northern Genesis, it's coming up. So currently 170,500 shares have exchanged hands in the pre-market session now. Market cap of $706 million. It's a SPAC, special acquisition vehicle, trying to take the Lion Electric, trying to merge with Lion Electric and take it public. So we don't have any news at the moment for Lion Electric. You can obviously see Lion Electric to bring zero emission school buses to California largest school district. So over the last 10 trading sessions from the 12th of March, we can see the momentum is improving as well. The 14 period stochastic oscillator is bullish and improving. This it's indicating that more and more investors are beginning to buy shares after they had declined for over a period of from the middle of January till the 8th of March. It's declined, but now it's coming up and improving. So Northern Genesis up 15.49%. So which other one do we have there? Yeah, a few other ones, but we don't even know whether there will be any activity for them right now. Okay, in the pre-market session, we have that American Battery Metals is currently down from where it closed on the 12th of March. It's currently at $2.1, but it closed at $2.155, so slightly down. Momentum currently in this pre-market session is also low. So let's look at HYSR, Sun Hydrogen. Sun Hydrogen it's gapped in the pre-market, so it's also up as well. It closed that session at session of the 12th of March at 0.15, currently trading at $0.16. At some point it exceeded $0.164. Momentum is also not, at least it's not oversold, but not that bullish as such. So Sun Hydrogen up by a fraction in this pre-market session. Yeah, if you just join us, thank you very much. So okay, Toscan is down 1.75% in this pre-market session. Sunworks is also down 0.13%. Fuel Cell Energy is up slightly 0.17%. Uzop Energy it gapped seriously in this pre-market session where the market opened. It spiked up to $0.1851, but currently down to its normal price of $0.161 at the moment. So STI is okay, up $0.05, closed the session at $0.0491. Momentum is also flat, trading at the same level at the same price with its 10-day trend line, but above all the other trend lines, the 20-day, 50-day, and the long-term 200-day trend line. So STI currently up in this pre-market session. Biosolar is also up in this pre-market session at 0. Or rather, there's no indication there. Sorry about that. There's no we don't have any figures on or any visual concerning biosolar. Yes. So move on to VTNR. Vertex Energy up 3.47%, trading above all of its trend lines and the volume weighted average price at the moment. So Vertex Energy is up 3.47% currently. If you're there, thanks for joining us. Subscribe, like, and share. So Plug Power down 0.66%. GVO Inc. is up 1.78%, currently trading above all of its trend lines, including the volume weighted average price. The momentum is also strong and bullish. Canoe Inc. is up 3.51%. Fusion Fuel Green is up 5.87% at the moment, just trading slightly below its 10-day trend line. Churchill Capital Lucid Automotive up 2.17% in this pre-market session. QuantumScape up 2.73%. Sorrento up 0.2%. Yeah, if you just joined us, thank you very much for doing so. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe, like and share. Renewable energy is not featuring anything at the moment. Romeo Power up 0.86. Ocean Power Tech up 3.37%. Okay, Lithium America, we don't have any data concerning it at the moment, so the market is opening in about an hour and 2 minutes time. Teradata up 0.86%. Magnite down 30.47%. Cheetah Mobile up 1.92%, but currently trading below all of its trend lines at the moment. Cheetah Mobile. Lake Resources, no figures, no data yet, no visuals yet. Global Battery Metals is trading slightly down from where it closed at $0.43, whereas it closed at $0.437. Vision Hydrogen, we have no visual as such as well. Property Solutions acquisition down 0.8%. Touch Light Energy down 11.81%. Regal Pharmacy. Oh, okay, the markets are open now. Okay, well, okay, yeah, so time zones moved. Yeah, Regal Pharmacy up 0.95%. So let's uncheck this. So let's start all over again and have a look at GameStop. GameStop up 4.64%. Currently trading even below all of, okay, slightly above all of its trend lines. So based on this 1 minute chart, you can see it's extending, trying to surpass that volume weighted average price, but saw some resistance at $2.76 level. We'll come back and look at what's going on in the option speed for GameStop. We can see the Dow is up 0.38%. Nasdaq is unchanged at the moment. SPX is up 0.08%. Let's look at what the Russell is doing. If you just joined us, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for doing so. Russell is down 0.05%, but okay, we can't say it's too soon to say anything yet. So let's look at AMC. AMC is up 7.39%. You can see it's just very steep extension or very steep gap. This is probably much of what happened in the pre-market session. So AMC is up 7.44%. KOSS is equally up, but has exceeded its volume weighted average price, currently trading at $31.13. Nokia up 2.49%, trading above all of its, so way above its trend lines. BlackBerry up 0.08% at the moment. American Battery Metals up 1.62%. Sun Hydrogen is unchanged at the moment. ASTI is up 4.68%. Sensor was up. Energy down 14.29%. Healthier choices up 6.25%. You can see that the game that's going on this keeps fluctuating back and forth. You can see back and forth. It's going to react again. Can you see that? Goes from unchanged to 6.25. HCMC, Healthier Choices Management Corp. So let's look at LKCO right now and see what's going on. This is up 20. You can see that the amount of that 28% is what is reflected on this, pretty much this steep curve, stiff line on the chart. So still extended further, still going up. So it's one of the stocks at the move at the moment. And there's pharmaceuticals down 14.36%. And TerraBio down 9.81%. Thank you very much for joining us. Give us a thumbs up. Thanks for joining us. So let's see what's going on, what the markets are saying. Might be able to also see a few other stocks that are on the move at the moment. So let's look at this. CHEK, Chek Cap Limited. Healthcare and equipment. Today the estimate from it has its Q4 earnings outcomes were expected, or okay, probably not announced yet. So you can see what's going on here. There's a huge spike. So this is still saying 12th, so let's update it to 15th. So let's look at CHEK. Chek Cap up 168.3%. You can see that all of that happened in the pre-market session. Momentum is still strong for CHEK. Says here, Wall Street set for gains as stimulus euphoria continues. Maybe might find the news concerning CHEK. Probably ends outcomes were positive. Okay, so on the winning side, shares of Chek Cap were up 146% in the pre-bell after the company secured US FDA approval for its investigational device exemption application for C-scan polyps. screening test. Okay, so that's what's going on. It got an FDA approval. Yes, so that's why CHEK is trending. See, Chek Cap received FDA IDE approval for pivotal study of C-scan CSR pre-bell. So that's what's going on. CHE appears to be in a strong bullish trend. 200-day moving average is upward sloping. The MACD histogram is above 0 and rising. It's outperforming the S&P 500 index. So the MACD histogram is above. Okay, that's the MACD and signal line. See, MACD histogram is above 0 and rising. Yes, it's above, strongly bullish, no doubt about that. It's above several percentages above its 200-day trend line. It says it's okay. It doesn't say the exact figure. It's advancing and extending. It's strongly bullish. The momentum is strongly bullish. The 14-period those stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for shares. You can see that it's rising. Volume as measured by the unbalanced volume indicator is rising and therefore bullish. This is because volume is greater on up periods than on down periods and implies that buyers are presently more active than sellers. Okay, I think this is where they disclosed the outcomes. Okay, this is where they're disclosing the FDA approval. So Chek Cap currently now at up 170, roughly 180%. So let's see whether we can find more stocks on the move. Thank you very much for joining us. We just looked at Chek Cap. Chek Cap is up roughly 150%. It was higher than that. It was close to 180%. Currently retracing now, retraced below the 10-day trend line. So let's see all the stocks on the move at the moment. Okay, this is another one. AEZS. Tena's Zentaris up 16%, currently trading in between its short-term trend lines, getting some support and resistance at the same time resistance from its short-term trend line. Momentum is good, but not, it's bullish, you know. So let's look at SGIB Sigma Labs Inc. Sigma Labs Inc. Sigma Labs Inc. is up 70, call it roughly 76% right now. The short-term trend lines have caught up with it. It's currently seeing some resistance from that trend line as well, based on this 1 minute chart. All of its trend lines are very, very much bullish, but momentum is also lagging, slightly lagging, but it's still high. So Sigma Labs, let's see, SGLB. Let's have a look and see what's going on with it. Today it reached a 52-week high. It says 52-week high event triggered. Let's update this. Price reached a new 52-week high of $6.45. This exceeds the previous high of $5.65 by $0.8, and it is 230.77% above the 52-week low of $1.95. So Sigma Labs extending in this live session of the 15th of March 2020. You see momentum is strongly bullish. Says Sigma Labs appears to be in a strong bullish trend. Its 200-day moving average is upward sloping, and the MACD histogram is above zero and rising. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it is okay. It's lagging the S&P 500. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay high prices for shares. The volume as measured by the unbalanced volume indicator is rising and therefore bullish. This is because volume is greater on up periods than on down periods, and implies that buyers are presently more active than sellers. You can see momentum is rising, strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic, the unbalanced volume indicator is also positive. The slope is positive, suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. So Sigma Labs extending currently in this session. Yeah, if you just join us, thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up. Sigma Labs now up 105%. So let's move on and see the next big stock that is extending at the moment. We have already looked at Chek cap. We might come back and look at it in a few minutes. Okay, we've looked at luokung technologies. We have had a look at it. So let's look at FAMI Inc. FAMI Inc. is into food products. Market cap of 29.8 million, says here. FAMI Inc. up 38.62%. Currently seeing some support from the 20-day trend line based on this 1 minute chart at the moment. Momentum is declining. So FAMI is up 3.62%. 38.63%. So let's return and see what's going on with GameStop. GameStop is up 3.74%. Currently getting some resistance from the 200-day trend line, but for some reason as well, the 50-day trend line is below the 200-day trend line. A mix of things have occurred there. I think that 200-day trend line was lying in that region when some of these other shorter trend lines caught up with it. So but as a result of that, the 50-day trend line has they caught up with it. Yeah, but at some point it was slightly ahead, but has since retraced because of retracements that occurred, I think. But since that time has now remained below that other longer term trend line. But the stock is depreciating now. It's down, getting some support from that 50-day trend line. So GameStop is retracing. So let's have a look at the options pit. So let's see what the puts are doing. So if you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for joining us in this session. So let's have a look at the puts. This is still early in the week, so the puts would not, the options wouldn't be getting a lot of decay at the moment. So we have no data here. 275. So we have to go up. Let's look at 43.50. Okay, these are the puts. So that the slight decline we are seeing now hasn't had much impact. No change yet. Momentum for them is also flat as well. So let's see whether we can. It is actually moving because at some point it was at $0.18. Currently it's at $0.2. So it is slightly appreciating, but we'll see. So to get in on that, you will need $20. So let's move further down to see whether we can see what's going on for $55 puts. So currently at 0.35 at the moment. So we're looking at GameStop put contracts. It has lost some value. So we're just trying to see what the opportunities are like on the puts concerning GameStop. So let's bring it up to 103 and see what's going on there. These will be more expensive. Yeah, it's currently at $2.22, so it's going to cost about $222 to get in on this. So, but at the same time as well, GameStop is also slightly increasing at the moment. GameStop up 3.3%. A mix of things have been going on here. The trend lines are all mixed up at the moment. So right here we saw a good buying opportunity and market participants jumped in, and we can see now it has since, even though it's currently retraced now, it's at that point it extended beyond all of its trend lines apart from that 20-day trend line. So that was a good opportunity there, and it extended not shabbily as such for for day trading. $3 gain, well, can be okay, I guess. Yeah. So let's look at AMC. I don't think AMC trades options. So AMC is up 19.27%. You can see nicely extending up there. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up. You can throw in your own comment. Let's get going. KOSS Corporation up 9.86%, up 10% now. Trading in between its short and its short-term trend lines, but above its intermediate and long-term trend lines. Does it have options? Does it trade options? Let's see. Okay, no options, I think. Micro battery metals down 3.74%, but trading above its short-term trend lines, yet below its intermediate and longer-term trend lines. It retraced seriously, you can see that. Because of that, the intermediate trend line and the short-term trend line, they are still where they were before. So it was quite a volatile retracement. So some of those, the intermediate will still not have had the time to react fully, but the short and intermediate trend lines obviously react faster, so they better represent what's going on with the stock at the moment. So American battery metals down 3.71%. Sun Hydrogen also down 6.71%. Can see also progressive retracement here, currently at 0.133, roughly $0.14 at the moment, trading below all of its trend lines, and all of them are quite bearish at the moment. Momentum is also poor, but also trying to improve. So it's definitely presenting a very good buying opportunity in the short term. So this is a good case of buy the dip here, pick it up here and see how it goes. If you're there, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like and share. Thank you very much. So USUP is also still down 11.74%. ASTI also down 0.2%. Chile Waste is down 2.28% at the moment. Dark Pulse down 2%. Blue Sphere is up 30.99%, and this was not in the pre-market session, I believe. So this, we're looking at the data from all the way back from March. So let's bring it down to what's going on here today. This is for today, the 15th of March. So yeah, so Blue Sphere is up 33.8%. so let's see whether we can find anything concerning Blue Sphere here. Blue Sphere Corp is up 33.80% as we indicated. Let's see if there's any news. There's no news as such. But currently on its daily chart, we can see it's also still a very good buying, still presenting a very good buying opportunity, still trading. It's currently the stock itself is currently bullish at the moment, but it's trading below its short and intermediate trend line, so obviously still very good for one to get in. It's not, the train hasn't left the station yet. So at this, we're talking about prices of 0.1. Even at that, it will still be okay. We're talking about exceeding the 10-day and the 20-day trend line, so we're talking about $0.15 prices. So at the moment we're not there yet, but yeah, we're still not there. The good thing about that is that right now these short-term trend lines, they will not continue to remain bearish, they will continue to look up. So hopefully if the stock begins to rise rapidly, it has risen now, but that has not been reflected yet. But let's get over here and see what's going on. It's currently trading in between, below its short-term trend lines at the moment based on this 1 minute chart. So let's have a look at a 15-minute chart. Let's see. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up, like and share. Thank you very much. So we are looking at the 15-minute type chart of Blue Sphere up 32% now. So based on this, it's trading below its intermediate and long-term trend line, but above its short-term trend line. So this is also good. Based on this, it's also good as well. We can see that it's also bullish. Yes, it's bullish, and still in the intermediate and long term, it's it's flashing positive signals. All of those trend lines are also positive. So I mean, no matter how you want to look at it, Blue Sphere technically is a buy. No matter how you want to look at it, but it's a buy. We obviously know that its trading was suspended for about 10 sessions. So because of that suspension, the stock crashed. So it's now on the mend right now. So currently flashing positive signals and currently bullish, but momentum right now based on this is flat. It's really flat, but at the same time as well, if it's flat, it means good that things cool down a bit. Let me see if I can jump in and see what I can make out of this. So Blue Sphere is currently down 0.095, so we're tempted to even add more to what we have there already. So okay, let's look at other stocks. Vacinex is down 1.87%. Comedix is down 3.089%. Yeah, if you're there, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for joining us. Forest Road acquisition up 0.6%. Jaggle Aerial Systems is down 2.77%. quite bearish at the moment. All of its trend lines are quite bearish. Momentum is also looking down. Palantir is up 1.19%, trading above all of its trend lines, quite bullish at the moment, including its momentum. And the KOSS is up 2.05%, strongly bullish at the moment. Momentum is also rising. Bitfarms up 6.52%, trading above all of its trend lines at the moment. We saw what looked like a bounce. Okay, no, it wasn't on the, yeah, something like that. Something on the, it wasn't a bounce actually, but it broke through the 20-day trend line. But we saw a bounce on the 10-day trend line and it continued to extend. Riot is up 4.84% as well. Jinko Solar down 3.52%. Blooming Brands down 0.81%, very bearish at the moment, trading below its long-term trend lines, all of its trend lines based on this 1-minute chart. Six Flags up 0.12%. If you're just joining us, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Capstone is unchanged at the moment. Alternate Systems down 9.69%, rather up 9.69%. Quite bullish at the moment, trading above all of its trend lines. Momentum is at 62.22, 66.22. DADA-March is unchanged, but trading below all of its trend lines. Momentum is has collapsed at the moment. Might be an opportunity for people to jump in. Let's see whether we can. Let's just pick up a tiny amount on DADA-March, currently trading below all of its trend lines. A good buying opportunity. Momentum is dead. Oh wow, just before we did it, some people also did it. Okay, we're waiting for the outcome of that. Just a very tiny small amount of money. So let's see how things go on DADA-March. Up 3.51%. FBC holdings unchanged at the moment. Grillet is down 5%. Advanced Business Group down 8%. Winning Browns down 8.33%. US Energy Initiative up 17.24%. Currently trading in between its short-term trend lines and just slightly above, or rather converge with its 50-day trend line. Beat Frontier Capital Holdings up 3.3%. LTC Properties Inc. up 0.31%. If you just join us, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. AEZS Holdings is up 1.68%. Charge Electric down 3.14%. Solar Integrated up 3.51%. $20.50 Meters Inc. down 10.43%. Currently trading below all of its trend lines at the moment. The sorts many market participants will consider a buying opportunity. Momentum is also rising. That's okay, but flat at the moment. XTEL up 6.18%, trading below all of its trend lines, but just slightly above its intermediate 50-day trend line. If you just joined us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. ChemFarm was also, we can see a good opportunity of dropping below all of its trend lines, presenting a buy the dip opportunity, and market participants cashed in on it and retracing now, trying to challenge the 10-day trend line. That's what's going on with ChemFarm, up 1.97%. Let's see what's going on with GameStop, still up 3.6%, still moving sideways. TRCH CW. Transcenterix Inc. is unchanged at the moment. Ovid is up 0.2, down 0.27%. Ocugen is down 3.2%. Holdings up 2.17%. SLGG up 8.8, roughly 8%. Currently trading below its trend, short-term trend lines. Momentum is also declining. Superleap Gaming up roughly 8%. Tanja factory outlet up 0.17%. Clean energy fuels up 2.86%. Kroger core is up 1.76%. Burlington stores up 0.37%. Toroko is up 0.27%. Sienna Corp up 2.82%. DraftKings down to 0.24%. If you just joined us, thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up, and Maxian China up 2.2%. National Vision up 1.67%. Second Sight up down 7.76%. Sci-Fi Technologies is up 5.53%. Fujian Genetics is up 8.38%, trading below all of its short-term trend lines. Humanigenic is up 7.72%, trading above all of its trend lines at the moment. It's rising steadily. Callum Petroleum up 3.83%. Marathon down 1.82%, but getting bullish. Challenging has already broken through the short-term trend lines based on this 1 minute charts, but seeing some resistance at the 11.97 price. Khosla Ventures up 0.19%. Waiter Holdings down 2.18%. Setara Inc. up 7.54%. Kajin Auto up 2.67%. Yeah, if you just joined us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. Adaptive Biotechnologies up 2.05%, extending and trading above all of its trend lines at the moment. Slightly cooling off a bit. Momentum is also doing the same thing as well. Adaptive Biotechnologies up 2.05%. and Therapeutics up 3.17%. So the Dow Jones is in the red at the moment. The Nasdaq is all in the green. The S&P is also in the red as well. Let's have a look over here and see. The Russell futures is not that bad either. AGLI Biotherapeutics up 7.16%. New Beginnings Acquisition up 0.3%. Cara Therapeutics up 0.1%. Radnet Inc. down 1.72%. Poverty Dignified up, was rather down 5.58%. Popul Innovation down 0.1%. Amplitech Group down 5.62%. First Energy down 0.11%. POSCO down up 0.52%. Zendesk down 0.82%. New Hold Investment is up 0.3%. Net Element is up 1.86%. Extended away from its trend lines currently. We're actually having a retracement, a Fibonacci lines on it. Let's move it. Triteras Inc. currently up 0.72%. If you just join us, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for doing so. Soft Oncology is down 0.76. I2 Biosciences is up 0.23, currently trading below all of its short and intermediate trend lines. Also a good buying opportunity in the short term as well, based on this 1 minute type of chart. Retracing further to the $8.6 level. I2 Biosciences up 0.12%. The 90 meter up 2.43%. Ship Technologies is down 4.24%. Vishay Corp is up 0.58%. which is rather Context Logic Inc. is up 4.77%, trading above all of its trend lines at the moment. Silvergate Cap Corp is up 7.35%, extending away from its trend lines at the moment. DADA-Nexus is down 0.59%. Peloton down 1.66%, trading in between, or rather below, its short-term trend lines as well as the 200-day trend lines. So let's refresh with GameStop, still very much where it is, where it was. It's just moving sideways. It's very quiet, very much quiet on GameStop at the moment. AMC is, well, still very much the same thing. Just trying to, I think we have seen a couple of bounces on this 200-day trend line, or maybe on this occasion. This wasn't the first bounce. This is probably the third one, the third one in last few minutes, based on this 1-minute chart. Yeah, if you just joined us, give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for doing so. So let's see what's going on, whether we can see more stocks to have a look at. So we just want to see if we can find any penny stock amongst these. Yes, we have looked at AEZS. So let's see if we can find any news here. Says Treasury yields fall ahead of Fed meeting auctions. Volkswagen plant pop electrics. The 10-year yield, which reached 1.642% on Friday, the 12th of March, its highest level since February 2020, was last down 3 basis points at 1.6055%. Federal Reserve policymakers are not likely to detour from a monetary policy despite an expected forecast of rapid economic growth in 2021 in the wake of the coronavirus vaccine rollout and the massive stimulus heading to taxpayers and others. what we expect is that there is not going to be any change at this point, said Kelly, Director of Research at Index IQ, a unit of New York Life Investment Management Holdings. She added that while the market is pricing in probably 3 rate hikes in 2023, Fed officials have been saying they haven't seen any sustainable economic growth and reduction in the unemployment rate yet, so they are going to be very accommodative in the near future. This week will also bring more supply with a $24 billion 20-year bond auction on Tuesday and a $13 billion 10-year Treasury inflation protected securities auction on Thursday. Demand will be scrutinized after last week's sell-off in US government bonds fueled worries about how high yields could rise without destabilizing the stock market. 2-year Treasury yield, which typically moves in step with interest rate expectations, was last unchanged at 0.151%. Closely watched part of the yield curve, which measures the gap between yields and 2 and 10-year Treasury notes, flattened by 211 basis points to 145.8 basis points, its steepest level since 2015. So let's see if we can have a look at the bonds over here. Yeah, if you just joined us, thank you very much for doing so. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. So we can see US Treasuries 10-year 160 at the moment. The 2 years currently at 0.18. So one transaction you will need about 23,920, probably including fees as well. Interest will be, is that probably 1 year, I think, $22,530. So you can imagine if you have to bring this up to 200,000, this figure up to 200,000, so you have to put it 10,000. So if you add 10,000 to this, looking at 230 million. And indeed, a lot of the big finance houses are trading in billions, several billions. So if you put if you multiply this by 10,000, we'll be talking about 230 million. So easily, if they want to make $2 million in interest, so they can just go into the market with 2.3 billion. And while they are there, I think they can make an interest. Probably this is annual, about 22 point something million dollars in interest. So this is how it goes. So if you just joined us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share. So let's look at we're looking at AMC. AMC is up, it's 18.82%. Let's refresh GME. GME is okay, it's moving up now gradually. You can see that for some time it was at 8%, 3% and some fraction, currently moving up now. So GameStop has retreated again. Let's see. American Battery Metals down 4.64%, trading below all of its trend lines. Sun Hydrogen also still down 4.67%. ASTI is down, Ascent Solar down 6.52%. Was up down 11.24%. DADA-March up 10.53%. So let's change this and make it a market order. Okay, we just enter the position on here. Would that be a house? So DADA-March up 12.28%. Select Medical Holdings is up 0.06%. Live Person is up 0.89%. Amneal Pharmaceuticals up 9.82%. You can see how it's extending progressively. HCMC is unchanged at the moment. Cielo Waste is down 3.52. Dark Pulse down 4.7%. Blue Sphere, okay, still up 33.8%. American lithium down 1.42%. Global battery metals, okay, extended now to gain 17.92%. Trading below its, or rather below its short-term trend lines, but above its intermediate and long-term trend lines. Meta Materials is down 2.25%. Cool Technologies Corp up 4.32%. Corvus Pharmaceuticals up 1.55%. Galmed Pharmaceuticals up 7.43%. Avio Pharmaceuticals down up 0.08%. Ross Street Interactive up 1.31%. Pinduoduo down 3.26%. FUTU Holdings up 1.59%. Via Biotechnologies down 2.08%. Organigram Holdings is unchanged. Super League Gaming up 5.44%. Bumblink up 4.58%, extending right now above all of its trend lines, up 5%. Asana Inc. is up 3.08%. Fossil Group is down 4%. Sun Hydrogen Systems is down 21.94%. Medicinova up 6.78%. Greybog Vision up 4%. Bluebird Bio up 0.8%. Lish Inc. up 10.53%. Centerix is up 0.95%. GameStop is still up 0. Roughly 3.74%. ABML still down 4.6%. Sun Hydrogen down 4.07%. AMC is extending, up 19.76%. KOSS up 6.5, rather 5.85%. Let's see if AMC has options. yes, it does. So you can see the options. This one skyrocketed from Friday. It was at 0.675, currently at 1.73. That was more than 100% gain. I think interesting. We have to see what's going on in its options, in its puts. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So these are interesting. So you can see you can get in on this with only roughly $1. So yes, AMC does trade options. So okay, I think we are just going to sign out at the moment, and we're going to come back later on during the session.